All right, Anna, we have another Reddit advice question. This one comes to us from user Mashiro Shina. Interesting. Want to make the first move, but can't tell if he likes me. All right, here we go. We've been texting and sending videos like TikToks to each other for a week, every day, literally the whole day, like 8 hours and more. We don't have school right now. He did my math homework for me. He sends me stuff too. It's not like the conversations are one-sided. I complimented him twice, and he didn't really say a lot. And his responses are always really casual, never flirty or anything like that. I really, really like him, but I can't tell if he likes me back, and I don't want to be rejected because it'll be very awkward at school. But if I invest so much time of my day to talk to him, does he not already know that I like him? I don't know. I feel like he doesn't really get my hints, like the compliments and so on. What do I do, and how can I figure out if he has romantic feelings for me too, or if he just wants to be friends? Anna?
All right. I love this question. I'm so excited for this question because I have a lot of personal experience with this exact situation. Because once upon a time, there was a guy that I had a huge crush on, and I was trying to figure out if he liked me back, and I basically stalked him in the hallways, found him in the morning, was saying hello, lots of big smiles, finding him throughout the day, all of that kind of stuff. And what I will say about guys in general is they can be really oblivious to the what you think is flirty behavior. They don't know. They don't know what it is. You know, it's like nothing to them, right? It's not flirty. And you would literally have to club them over the head to get their attention. So I would say in this situation, don't assume that just because you've given him some compliments and that you've been talking and or exchanging videos and all that kind of stuff, that he gets it, that you like him. You need to be more direct with him because guys are usually very obtuse when it comes to women being subtle. They don't go for subtleties. They're more black and white. You need to be upfront and direct with them. Now, having said that, I can understand that you're going to feel nervous about possibly being rejected. If he's not interested, is it going to be awkward at school? And also, I would say, yeah, it could be awkward if he's not feeling the same way as you, but that awkwardness will go away over time. And if he's a nice person, he's not going to be rude to you about it. You know, he's hopefully would be kind in his rejection. And one of the things I learned, because I did end up asking this person out, and happily they said yes. And, you know, there was a very good ending to it. But it's nerve-wracking. And I really appreciate guys having to take that first step with women and risk being rejected. And so my advice to women in general is take that risk. You don't have to wait for the person you're interested in to come to you.
Can the obtuse person say anything yet?
Yeah, the obtuse person can say something if he wants to.
Okay. Mashiro, I will reflect back on Anna's comments that guys in general, especially if they're nice guys, sometimes we don't pick up on things very much because we don't expect to be asked out, or we don't necessarily expect anyone to be very interested in us. Mm-hmm. So the fact that you're spending a lot of time conversing and sending TikToks, you've made a connection. He's clearly interested in either friendship or more, but he may not be thinking that more is an option. And a lot of times when girls flirt, they're not flirting. They're just, when they flirt, they're just acting happy. And so sometimes guys are like, oh, she's in a good mood. Yay.
Yeah.
We're having a good time. So they may be very interested in you, but they may be very scared of rejection as well, or nervous about it. And if you have those feelings, just like Anna said, go for it. Go for it. The worst thing can happen. And then don't say, just say, I really like you. And, I wondered if you liked me too. And if they go, we're just friends. Now you know. You don't have to go, will you go out with me? That can be the second question after the first one is answered in the positive. But the fact, his responses and what you're saying seems like he's responding in kind. That you both like each other. Right? Because he's spending a lot of time with his responses to you. Right? The fact that you're complimenting him, maybe he doesn't know how to handle the compliments, or maybe he's not reading it as something that's like, oh, that's a romantic compliment. I don't even know what that is, but so just know that people are people. What you're feeling is what he's feeling, in terms of, or any guy would feel. Like, guys are not immune to being nervous or worried about rejection. You're feeling the same way. It's not going to be as awkward as you think, especially if you don't make it awkward, right? If you just kind of test the waters but be more direct in the question. It's like, I really like you. Do you like me back? And see what that is. And it's like, if it says yes, then you say, do you want to go out? Right? And then you'll know. And if it's like, well, no, not really, or I'm not ready for that, and you're like, okay. And that's it. That's not, I don't think a conversation with those couple of questions makes it awkward at school. Like, because you clearly have a good time, so he could still just be a very good friend. You don't change how you act towards that person because you're having a good time with them. There may not be a romantic relationship there, possibly. But I bet you there is. I bet you it's not that bad.
I would say there's a really good possibility that he's got more feelings for her than just simple friendship. Because a lot of times guys, if they are...
Most guys are not going to spend this much time, like, okay,
yeah.
I'm going to show my age, right? Telephone is what we used before. We didn't text. We didn't TikTok. No, it was phone calls.
Or passing notes in school.
I would be on calls with girls I was interested in a long time, but most conversations for guys are, hey, you good? Yeah, meet you there. Bye. It's like 10 seconds and you're done. So I think, ladies, if the guy's talking to you a long time, he's putting in effort for the most part, because most of us guys were not big talkers. So,
right. And let's be honest, it doesn't take a whole lot to pique a guy's interest.
Wow. No comment.
You guys are...
We're easy.
Guys are not as complicated as we make them out to be.
No, but women are far more complicated than guys ever think they are. So,
and I think sometimes we get in our way far more than guys are making anything complicated for us.
All right, Mashiro, go ask the direct questions. Go for it. So if anyone else has advice for Mashiro, feel free to put it in the comments down below. And Mashiro, thank you again for your question.
Hey, you made it to the end of the video.
And we appreciate that. If you need advice, go ahead and click on the link in the description below, and it may get answered in a later episode.
And if you want to watch more Twice the Advice, check out our other videos right now.